I know they're probably thinking this Christmas music is helping, but it's not. It's not helping. So everybody, I made it. My surgery has been completed. It's actually quite pleasant, and I'm feeling a little bit like the goat in the Basketball Diaries. I have a meeting today, don't I?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. Tom Holland, just being loopy as hell, hocked up on whatever drugs they gave him after he got his wisdom teeth out. So as you can see, there isn't a lot of noise happening about the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. There are actually two separate trailers that Sony cut before CCXP, so they've actually been sitting on two separate trailers this whole time. So I'll explain what's going on with that. And there was a really funny Marvel interview that was done where they talk a little bit about the problems they're having between Spider-Man in Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home, and how it's just kind of messing up their Avengers Endgame plans. We're still doing that IMAX ticket giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave your favorite Tom Holland moment on the video. Any funny moment at all. I'll name a new winner at the end of this. So just last week, they showed off the CCXP Brazil Comic-Con trailer. Then Tom Holland explained why that one didn't make it online.
The new Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, just for you guys exclusively, because sometimes we just want to show our support, and you guys have been so amazing to us ever since I got this job, and I guess we just wanted to come and say thank you, really, and that was our way for Marvel and Sony to say thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. We loved it. It's amazing to see something you've worked so hard on become a reality and then share it with the people who really want to see it. So again, thank you for having us. CCXP, it's been amazing.
Now, this is him speaking for Sony, not Marvel, that's marketing Far From Home. So this is all Sony cutting all the trailers, dealing with all the footage that you're going to be seeing between now and July. What happened is that at CCXP, they were going to post that trailer online, but because that happened so close to the Avengers Endgame trailer dropping, they got cold feet and decided to make the trailer con exclusive, which even though it sounds like kind of a dick move, Marvel does that all the time. They always bring footage to Hall H at Comic-Con when they do go to Comic-Con. They skipped last year, but they've been every other year since then. They always bring a clip that's some unfinished version of whatever upcoming movie they have. So last year it was Avengers Infinity War. They had a rough cut of that big battle on Titan with Thanos, but they don't allow that online, even though those clips always leak online. Surprisingly, I haven't seen any Spider-Man Far From Home CCXP trailer leak. I think they've just gotten better at locking down people's cameras and security at these big conventions. Not that people don't try to record the trailer, but because there are two trailers that Sony cut, what might end up happening is they have an international trailer and a regular trailer with slightly different footage. They did the exact same thing for the first big trailer for Spider-Man Homecoming a couple years ago, where they dropped two different trailers on the same day, but they have slightly different footage. If they do it again, I will totally post videos for both of them. The reason why some studios do that and some do not is that some feel like they don't need that international trailer to give them the bump in that place in the world, but sometimes if they're dropping an English language trailer in a foreign country, they'll change it so that it's a little more action heavy and doesn't have as much dialogue, so that you don't have to speak English to understand what's going on in the trailer. The funny interview about Spider-Man Far From Home recently, though, had to do with the fact that Marvel, turns out, was actually a little upset with Sony's plans for Far From Home because, as you would imagine, they wanted to keep Spider-Man's fate in Avengers Endgame a big secret. Like, we all knew he was coming back, but Marvel actually genuinely wanted that to be a surprise when he does come back. We learned about that last year, then they dropped the Infinity War trailer and we saw the movie in April, so people were like, wait a minute, isn't he coming back for Far From Home? What's going on? Why are you killing him if he's coming right back? The Russos explain why they killed Spider-Man off is because they wanted to get back to the mains from the original Avengers movies, so it's mostly a lot of those new characters that they kill off, so you have all the old original Avengers bringing everyone back and then carrying those new characters forward into Phase 4. So I don't think they had any special plans for terminating Spider-Man on a permanent basis or anything like that. He's a multi-billion-dollar franchise all by himself, and Marvel still had the Solo movie left on their contract with Sony to make, so it's not like they're gonna not make that movie. But if you didn't have a chance to see that CCXP Spider-Man Far From Home trailer, all it is it starts out with Spider-Man in his Stark Tech suit speaking to a crowd talking about something where Aunt May and Happy in the background have a moment together. Then he gets ready to go on his European vacation, says goodbye to Aunt May, leaves with his debate team friends without the Stark Tech suit. So he goes to Europe without that suit, which explains why Nick Fury needs to give him this black suit. Thanks to CCXP, we finally got a really good up-close look at it. Sony brought both versions of the new costumes. So there's a couple quick shots of Spider-Man with his friends in Venice walking around. Then Nick Fury creeps up on them in their hotel room, shoots Ned in the neck with a dart so that he can fall asleep and meet Spider-Man for the first time and recruit him to work with Mysterio to take down these quote-unquote elementals that apparently only Mysterio knows how to deal with, even though I do think something fishy is going on with that. But in the trailer, you see a bunch of these different elementals. One of them even kind of looks like the Sandman from Spider-Man 3 a little bit, but there's Earth, there's a water one, there's a wind one, and then there's a lava one. Mysterio shows up in his tech suit with comic book fishbowl. You'll be happy to know that there is definitely a fishbowl. He starts fighting the monsters in Venice, and he uses what looks like spells like Doctor Strange would with the runes, except his are green instead of orange-reddish like Doctor Strange's. So it looks like he's weaving magic like Doctor Strange would, although, like I said, Mysterio pulls lots of tricks. You get a couple shots of Spider-Man in the stealth suit, you get a quick shot of him in the red and black suit with the wings under his arms, then the trailer ends with them fighting one of the monsters and Peter in his regular plainclothes with no suit on. The trailer footage is cut up from all different parts of the film, so it's not meant to be linear. I think London is one of the first places that they go on their class trip, quote-unquote, like they fly from New York to London, then they start going around Europe. But I do like the idea that even though these elemental creatures are a bit of a deep cut from the Doctor Strange comics, and Mysterio is pulling some very classic comic book Spider-Man Mysterio tricks, they still find a really subtle way to reference a little bit of Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man with some of these creature designs. But like I said, I'm not expecting a trailer Tuesday like everyone thought was going to happen. They might wait till next week if I hear any news about it, or Tom Holland gets all hawked up on codeine or whatever drugs they gave him after they pulled his wisdom teeth out and accidentally, quote-unquote, spoils the trailer, then I will totally make a video for it, no worries. So everybody just hope that he gets super loopy this week and just accidentally tweets out a link to the video. Even though it would be hilarious if he did something like that, I don't think that Sony would go so far, because he really did get his wisdom teeth out, to use that as an excuse to market their trailer. I think they'll wait till he's recovered a little bit, but it is funny to watch him do stuff like this. Quick reminder too, in related news, there's a Hellboy trailer dropping on Thursday. I will totally do a video for it, no worries. Congratulations, David Vasquez. You're the giveaway winner from my last big Marvel video. Please email me on the About page of my channel so I can get your contact details. Click here for that new Iron Man Avengers Endgame promo, and click here for all those new Game of Thrones Season 8 promos. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.